Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm back here at Ciocca Kia in Ewing to take a look at a very hard to find, at least for me, 2023 Kia K5 GT line, but this one all-wheel drive rather than the standard front-wheel drive trim. So let's dig in and see what this all-wheel drive trim has to bring to the table. All right, we're looking at the front end of this K5 in wolf gray, which is my favorite color on a K5, bar none. That great looking tiger nose grille, those amber daytime running lights, looking beautiful. The Kia badge sitting proud on top. We have LED headlights, LED daytime running lamps, LED fog lamps on this K5 GT line all-wheel drive. Wheel and tire setup on this GT line. We have an 18-inch wheel, gloss black silver highlights, standard brake and rotor package, looking good. 235 45 series sidewall 18s, all four corners on this all-wheel drive car. All right, full side profile of the GT line. It's a good looking car. The wolf gray is a great looking paint. For body color along the on the wheel wells, we have that gloss black on the side view mirrors. Everything looks good. I like how the black accents of the wheels stand out. Again, we are gloss black, LED turn signals. We do not have a 360 view camera. We're color matched on the front and rear door handle. Left side fuel filler cap, shark fin antenna up top, and this car is not optioned with a sunroof. All right, back end of the car, I like that gloss black deck lid spoiler that kicks up, the Kia badge underneath. We have that LED tail lights, which I think look cool, running all the way across the back of the car. Unfortunately, we do have standard turn signals, no LED turn signals, and we have two fake exhaust vents down the bottom. There's actually only one exhaust outlet tucked up underneath on the right side. All right, we're under the hood of this GT line, and what do we got for power? We got a 1.6 liter turbocharged inline four-cylinder engine mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, 180 horsepower, 195 pound-feet of torque, MPGs, 25 in the city, 33 on the highway, 28 combined, as the all-wheel drive does suck up some of that dash mileage compared to the front-wheel drive trim. Engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. All right, we are sitting inside this K5 GT line, all-wheel drive for 2023. And before we get into the interior review, and this is a beautiful red interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much does this cost? Well, the way this one is optioned with the all-wheel drive trim, we're looking at $30,785. Let's check out the interior. All right, to the foot box, we have a nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator, all rubber finish, no aluminum trim on this GT line for the pedals. That's curious. As we move over, we have power seats for the driver, but manual seats for the front passenger. This does come with the red interior option, which I just love. This almost like Bordeaux red with red cross stitch, black piping all the way down the seats, black stripes in the center with the embossed GT line right in the middle of each of the front seats. I just think it looks stunning. What do we got here? We got soft touch material up top, flat black around the brushed aluminum door handle, some of that dark gray trim with silver trim in the middle to kind of break it up, flat black on the switchgear, a nice soft red armrest. Looks very, very nice. As we move over to the dash, again, some more soft touch material up top, more of this gray, dark gray finish, silver trim, and then we have a nice large glove box. Moving over to the 10.25-inch Kia infotainment system. Of course, it's touchscreen action. Of course, it's dual panel action, which I like. Wired Apple CarPlay, wired Android Auto. You can set up your user profiles, Bluetooth your phone, Wi-Fi hotspot, all that good stuff is in this infotainment system. We go to the backup camera. And we have a nice backup camera with trajectory, looking good. Moving on down further, we have 2 heat and air vents, your 4 ways. We have dual climate control action. Down below, we have a 12 volt and 2 USBs and a nice pad for coins and whatnot here. Here is our gear shift to go through this 8-speed automatic transmission. Going further down, we have your electronic parking brake auto hold. Here we go with heated seats for the front 2 passengers, as well as a heated steering wheel, which is nice. We have vertically shaped wireless charging, which I'm not a big fan of these vertically shaped wireless charging pads. Why? Because I have a large iPhone 13 Pro Max. I go to try to put it in here to charge, and it doesn't fit. It's too big. Even though it still started to charge, it goes in and out, and I'm wondering if that's because it's too large. So if you know anything about this in the comments, let me know. I'd appreciate it. We get to the armrest here, semi-soft armrest. We open it up, and plenty more room for storage. Okay, here is our Kia key fob. We have lock, unlock, pop the trunk, panic button, and remote start. Nice weight. 2 cup holders, very nice. Moving over to the Kia steering wheel. What are we looking at for the steering wheel? A nice flat bottom steering wheel, right? Leather wrapped, nice 10 and 2 notches. We have flat black on the switch gear for your telephone and voice commands on the left, your adaptive cruise control and safety suite switches on the right. Nice Kia horn button in the middle with silver trim, very, very nice. Down below here on the dash, we have our dim for our dash, dim or brighten. That's lane keep assist off, traction control off, and way down below, we pop the trunk there. Come on up. We do not have paddles on the back of this GT line. Why, I have no idea. And then on the stalks, right here for our headlight controls and our bright lights and fog lamp controls. On this side, our windshield wiper controls. And then in the middle, we have this standard dash that we still get in the K5 for 2023, an analog digital combo. We have analog gauges for your speedometer and tachometer, fuel level and coolant temperature, and in the middle a small 4-inch display that's going to display other information such as average gas mileage, range of the tank, tire pressure, that kind of thing. That's what you're going to find in there. But I would like Kia to start moving this into the digital age as they're doing with their other 2023 models. Here on the overhead console, no LED lighting in the GT line all-wheel drive. This is standard yellow lighting, as you can tell. If you want to keep these on when the door is open and closed, then you have to have this button on the right pushed in with this light on. So then when you open the door, these lights will come on, and when you close the door, they will go off. All right, we're in the back seat of the GT line for 2023, all-wheel drive action, and like I said, in typical Kia fashion, we always have nice room in the back, right? 5'11", plenty of shoulder width room, plenty of headroom, plenty of knee space with this seat set for my driving position. The rear door panels, same as the front, with the soft touch material up top, flat black around the brushed aluminum door handle, some of that lighter gray trim to break up the black, flat black on the switchgear, nice armrest here in the back, nice and soft, which I like, also in the red, which is cool. As we come on down to the rear console for rear passengers, we don't have any heat and air vents. I'd like to see them there. We do have 2 USBs in the back as well. And with the armrest, bring the armrest down, nice soft red armrest, 2 cup holders, but again, no heat and air vents for the backseat passengers, and I'd like to see that. All right, to open the trunk, we can do it from the dash like I showed you, or from the key fob, but if you forget, you can come up here. Here is your rear camera, and here is the button to pop the trunk. You hit that, and up comes the trunk. It's all manual assist, but it does pop up nicely. In the back, huge amount of trunk space for those suitcases, large items, and whatnot. We have the carpeted floor mats that come with the car that are in the trunk right now with the wheel lock set. Underneath the bottom here, which is a real pain to get up, is a spare tire, so thank you, Kia, for including that. And then if you wanted to drop the rear seats, we have these pull levers right here. We pull it on the left, we come on over, pull it on the right, then we can walk around the car and we can grab the seat and pull it down with a 60-40 split, 40 on the left side, 60 on the right side. Come down and grab it. So now they're both down. So now when you come back around, you have a lot more space. Even though there's a kick up, there's a lot more space for even larger items with a nice large pass-through to get even larger items into the trunk of this K5. And again, great use of interior space by Kia in these sedans. All right, here is a picture of the window sticker of this 2023 K5 GT Line all-wheel drive. Feel free to pause the video, zoom in, take a closer look at everything that is inside this particular car. And now let's go out and take her for a drive and see if this GT Line all-wheel drive performs better than their front-wheel drive trim counterpart, which I'm expecting it will. All right, we are gonna take out this GT Line all-wheel drive and see what it can do. Well, it's the end of the day, don't have a lot of time with this car, and I don't have a lot of gas. So we're gonna, you know, give it a couple of tests, but nothing too crazy, especially since this car just came in. It's brand new. There's not a lot of miles on it, and you never want to, you know, rev out a brand new engine. Kia has a 600-mile run-in period that they require before you get on the engine, and so if you're buying a new one, keep that in mind. That first 600 miles, you know, drive it normally, take it easy. Don't go crazy with it. But right away, again, you know, these K5s, excuse me, they drive really well. You know, the other day I'm in the LXS and it drove really, really well. Obviously, the GT Line is going to sport it up some, tighten up that suspension, give you some bigger tires, better rubber. Engine's still the same. But what I noticed on the front-wheel drive GT Line was the wheel hop, you know, taken off from a stop. And I said to myself, you know what? The all-wheel drive should solve that problem. Now you're going to sacrifice a little gas mileage. On the highway with the front-wheel drive GT Line, you're probably looking at high 30s as far as MPGs. And with this one, you're probably looking at low to mid 30s with MPGs because of the all-wheel drive system in here. But I think for somebody who wants to really drive this enthusiastically, I think you're going to notice some better performance. At least that's my expectation, is that you're going to notice some better performance in the GT Line all-wheel drive versus the front-wheel drive. So you have to excuse me, my voice is a little hoarse. Allergies are kicking up. These fall allergies are killers. But just like the other K5s, we have great visibility out of all the glass, no problem there. Easy to reach everything in the infotainment screen or on the center console, not a problem. You know, it's got all the safety suite technology on it, blind spot, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, traffic sign recognition for speed limit stuff and all that good jazz. Adaptive cruise control, so that is a good thing. I am getting some nice feedback through man, excuse me. I'm getting some nice feedback through the steering wheel as I drive down the road here, which is nice. And I'm getting a nice ride out of these tires. The wheels are a little bigger than they were on the LXS, so you're going to get a firmer ride. The suspension is stiffened up, so you're going to get a firmer ride in this car. I happen to like a firmer ride rather than a softer one, but you know, it feels good. And the steering wheel feels good in my hands, feels comfortable. The seats are comfortable. The bolstering isn't too aggressive, which I think is a good thing. So overall, it's really a nice, well put together car. We're going to come up here a couple of lights and hang a left and see what we can do. See how this all-wheel drive is going to move this car a little bit better down the road than as I'm expecting it to. But let me know what you think about the K5 and the GT line package. I think this all-wheel drive package brings some really nice stuff. Not only do you get the all-wheel drive, but then you get the heated seats and the heated steering wheel. And here in the Northeast, that's the way to go. This is the package, so you can drive this thing all year round comfortably. That's the way to go here. And the heated steering wheel is one of my favorite options in a car. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know what your favorite option may be in a car. But for me, it's that heated steering wheel, especially here in the Northeast when it gets awfully cold in the winter. Overall, you know, the engine at this 1.6 liter inline 4 with the turbo is going to redline at 6,500 RPM. We're not getting close to that today, but I did want to let you know what that was. And we are going to make a left here. We have somebody in front of us, but nobody in back of us right now, so I'm going to come to a complete stop. Nice braking, and now that's good. Not manual shifting. I'm letting the 8-speed do its thing, and it brought the car up very, very nicely from a stop to the speed limit on this road. Not a problem. So I like that. You get some nice engine noise, even though I think that may be pumped in, considering that there's only one tailpipe out the back of this car. That certainly sounds like pumped in engine noise. I know a lot of people get aggravated by that. I really don't care. As long as it sounds good, it doesn't matter to me, really. Let me know what you think about pumped in engine noise. But it is very, very nice on the turns. Turn in is good. Stability in the car is good. The car, just like the Forte, is very light on its feet, and which really feels good underneath me as I go down the road. It doesn't feel too heavy and cumbersome. Feels so flickable, so easy to maneuver. I really, really like how that is set up in this particular car, and especially with these Kia front-wheel drive cars, they really are really light on their feet. Even the Stinger, with the rear-wheel drive and the all-wheel drive system, a much heavier car than this one, is really light on its feet as well. So I think they're engineered really, really well, and they get what you need to do done very, very easily. Very compliant as well. The only thing that's going to let this car down, obviously, are the all-season tires that are on it. I get the idea of putting the all-season tires on. It's an all-wheel drive car. It's designed to drive all 4 seasons, so you want to make sure it you know, handles it in the cold weather as well. Obviously, if you wanted to get stickier tires, maybe put some Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's on here, you'd probably get a lot more grip on the road and better performance rather than these P0 all seasons that are on this one. I'm not a huge fan of Pirelli. I much prefer Michelin. Let me know what your thoughts are on the actual tires, what you prefer on your car. But here we go. We're going to come on out and hang a left. Very nice. No wheel hop, no slip. That all-wheel drive system, notice the front was losing a little bit of traction, and it pushed it to the back wheels and got it through that turn. Not a problem, just as I was expecting. So if I'm in the market for a GT line K5, this is the one I think I would buy for myself, just because the all-wheel drive is going to give me some better grip and some better performance, and I like what they've done, especially this wolf gray with this red interior. Fantastic. I know you can get the red interior package in other ones, but I really like this one, and I really like how this GT line all-wheel drive is put together, and so do a lot of other people, because they can't keep these on the lot. This one came in off the truck today at 12 noon. I came down, they said it hadn't gone through PDI yet, so you can't do anything with it. So they told me to come back at 5 because they weren't sure if it was going to be available tomorrow morning for me to film on a Friday morning, because they thought a good chance it was going to get sold tonight between 5 and 7 p.m. after people got off work. So I bolted back down here. I'm doing the video at dusk just because I wanted to get this in case somebody buys this car, especially with this color combo. But, I want to thank Ciocca Kia and Ewing for allowing the channel access to this car to do this review this afternoon. I want to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everybody.